Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Starcom. Hi. Hi. Can I help you? Can I? Hello? Please hail me. I can't hail you. Can you hail me, please? Welcome back to Starcom. This is the system that I was mining, right? So I mined everything out and I've scanned all the other places. And the only planet that has any type of information or any type of survey possible is Desert D1. So we're going to send a survey team down for this one. And it says it's debris from another flinger gateway. Interesting. Titanium and platinum. So a flinger gateway deorbited? It crashed? These two flingers form a series. Perhaps whoever smashed them wanted to discourage movement, but only in one direction. So somebody destroyed a flinger gateway. Well, if I'm looking at the map, we got a flinger down here, and there's a white star over here. And this planet is kind of on this side, so I'm thinking maybe they wanted to discourage movement to this system. And I'm just too curious to avoid that. I'm too curious to not go that way. Now, I know he said we were going to do the Brokadar thing today with the other base, and so we're probably going to have a lot of combat today. I don't know if that's your thing, but we probably are going to have a lot of combat today. But I'm too curious about, this whole, the flinger got destroyed thing. And I got to know. So we're going to head out that way and see what we see. Okay? And it looks to me like there's another flinger here. Yep. So this would be the flinger that we would normally... Oh, this is my waypoint, right? This is the flinger that we would normally be arriving at. It does boot up. What happens if I get flung? Hold on. What happens if I get flung and there's nothing to catch me on the other side? Okay, for a second there, I thought maybe that would make me crash into the planet, but that wouldn't make any sense because it would mean that the flinger was pointed at the planet. It should be pointed at the other flinger, but the other flinger's not there anymore, so we just kind of go past it. But it doesn't, there's no, I guess the receiving flinger is not responsible for slowing us down. So I'm not sure what is. Because I thought it would be the flinger flings you, and then the other side, it kind of catches you. It's responsible for, dampening that motion. But I don't think that's the case, because if it was, well, then I wouldn't have slowed down right there just now, right? I don't think so. Anyway, we do have some stuff over here, and I'd like to kind of investigate this if possible. So we are over here now, and somebody wanted to discourage us from coming over here. So I suspect we might find somebody or something. There's a CXTA hauler over here. Oh, we could probably claim the databank thing too. I'm hearing danger music upon scanning this. Oh, we have incoming elite scouts coming in from the other side. Well, let's take care of these guys quickly and efficiently if we can. Or maybe I'm just a terrible shot today. We'll see. Looks like I'm all right. Doing all right. Get him. All right. Let's gather up all the goods. That can't be the people. That can't be the people who didn't want us here. That's not nearly worthy of the mystery, So there's got to be something else here. So let's go to... actually, let's go to the hauler. So you guys remember last video? Maybe it was last video before that. Depends. Yes, we retrieved the devout data bank, right? So we did the whole thing for the smuggler. We fixed his ship, and he gave us a mission, and then unfortunately we didn't actually fix his ship, and he exploded right after giving us that mission. Yeah. Anyway, it's good to cast our eyes on you. What can we help you with? I have retrieved the devout data bank you wanted. Excellent. Your assistance and discretion are commendable. We will note this in our report to the rest of the CXTA. Omitting the particulars, of course. 75 silver, and then, of course, these guys don't trade, so it's fine. Okay, so where else to go? There's a terrestrial M1D planet over here. I'm going to go take a look at that. And then we've got Ice H1. There's quite a few bodies here that we can scan. Quite a few things to look at. This looks like a populated city. Or a populated planet. A very populated planet, in fact. Can we land here? This is a very populated planet. Planet's development has a direction that points to outside intervention. I wouldn't be surprised if some external power is discouraging this planet from talking to strangers. Ah, okay. This planet is roughly on par with where Starcom space was perhaps a century ago. Judging from area scans of architecture and environment, the entire planet fell into a deep decay several centuries ago, sort of a modernized Dark Ages. It has since rebounded and is now rapidly industrializing. Normally, this sort of world is eager for extraplanetary exchange, but the team's overtures are rebuffed. Okay, so they won't talk to us. Oh, and apparently, we have incoming. Another Brogadar Bark is here. Are you here to extract wealth from me? We have more ships. Yes, and I'm still refusing to pay you. I've killed many of your brethren before you. You can do this again. Just take this thing down. Ow, 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 ow. Wow. That does a serious amount of damage. Holy shit. I really need to avoid those guns. That is insane. Ah! No. Leave me alone. Just leave me be. I need to destroy the broadside guns. I don't know how to do that, but I am too close. I don't like this. Ah! Maybe that's one of them. I don't know. I don't want to go back broadside, but I'm going to have to be prepared for that. Oh, boy. Yep. Let's move. Let's move. Stay behind him. Stay behind him. Stay behind him. Okay, we're going to go over here and get the loot because I'm greedy. Ah! Shouldn't have been greedy. Oh, should not have been that greedy. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Yep, there we go. Just keep hitting him. There we go. I don't care about his lasers. I care about his big-ass guns. His really big-ass guns. That's the only thing I care about. Wow, that's a really bright blast, isn't it? Okay, we need to do something about this whole Brogadar situation, or Brogadier, or whatever the hell they're called. Because those guns... Like, I got hit by 2 missiles, and it was almost game over in just that hit. I didn't have any chance to repair. It's crazy. All right, we'll send people down to this one, too. It says, an incongruous chunk of titanium slag sits half buried on this planet, composed of otherwise unremarkable ores. And Ensign Cygnus Lee says that they've seen this type of thing in post-combat debris fields before, when a hull is ablated by a high-energy weapon, probably a chance result of battle in orbit. Plus 15 titanium. Okay. We'll scan this one. Nothing there. We got 2 additional things to scan. We got this rocky one here. Our battle stations are ready again. Our support crew is down to 8 out of 10, which is not low enough for me to go back to the station. So I'm all right with it. But I would like to get some more support crew, which of course requires me to have a hull that is bigger. So I do wish the game would allow me, and maybe it does and I just haven't seen it yet, but I've been looking, would allow me to see how many research points I have before I go back to the station. It doesn't seem like it's wanting to do that. So this flinger, where does it take me? I know, we need to go to the Brogadar, I know, but come on! Aren't you curious? A little bit curious? Just a little bit? The blue star over here? Let's see what it is, huh? Come on, let's just see what happens over here. There's another ship over here called Parrish. That sounds like Devout. Okay. More Devout in the area. And they are coming towards me. They have detected me. Okay, well, they're around this other terrestrial planet. Maybe this is why they won't talk to me. There's another warp hole gateway over here too. I should probably go ahead and activate that if possible. Oh, wait a minute. I'm being shot at. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and activate that. And then that's going to be our quick retreat if we need it. Oh, Oh, Whiskamug! You dog, you. Thanks for the help, buddy. Gosh, what a great guy. He's trying to take the resources, but I'm gonna get in his way. Yeah, we're both pulling that in. I'm gonna scan this one. Oh man. Hey, Whiskamug buddy. Excellent to see you again, friend of Whiskamug. Yes, indeed it is. How are your prices? Your prices are still quite good. I need more of this. And your price is very bad with that, specifically that. So I'm gonna pass. But yeah, if I could sell anything and get more yttrium, then I will try. Yeah, so somebody in my comment section said that this is yttrium, not ytterium. I personally think ytterium is a better name. But I will try my best to say it as yttrium. I will try. I can't promise anything, but I will try. Let us sell some silver. I think perhaps we sell a lot of silver. Here we go. And then I want to get some more of this stuff because it's really good for my deflectors. And we'll make that trade. So we end up with even more yttrium than we had before. And then we will send the survey team over to this terrestrial planet. Despite the unfriendly welcome above the planet, which Whiskamug took care of for us, the survey team is permitted to land without incident atop a peripheral government building. Ensign Triton arranges a direct link between Fedora and the local minister who explains the situation. This planet survived the collapse of the fallen empire with minimal economic damage. Their proximity to a devout stronghold discouraged other factions from trying to seize the world. But the devout have exerted their influence and economic power on the planet's populace to encourage conversion. Already, a local mission of the devout has won several prominent political positions. Their future has already played out on other nearby worlds. Within a few years, the devout will have complete control, and previously tolerated beliefs will be deemed heretical. Even speaking with the team is a significant risk. So why let us land? The minister pauses for an uncomfortably long time before he glances downward and announcing that diplomatic protocol requires presenting a gift to new alien first contacts. Now Fedora must depart from orbit immediately. Ensign Triton has some insight. The minister's tone changed at a certain point when her universal translator displayed a new signal. I think someone else started listening in. Have the team return to ship. Okay. Complete 50 planet anomaly surveys is also an achievement. Okay, well, this system is clearly, under that influence, right? And it looks like there's just nothing else here other than that. But we have, of course, the wormhole gateway as well. So, shall we go to this? I think we should go to this because it's kind of here. Yeah, I need to get out of the map screen. There it is. Okay, I think we're going to go to that. I know, I get it. I know I said Brigadier. I know. But I also said this one too. I said we were going to do both. And since we're already right here, we might as well, I think. And then we'll, after this, I promise you, after this, and potentially a main station, ship upgrade research session, after this, we will go over to the other Brigadier site in this video and see what happens. My great aunt to the 7th of Henrietta Swan Levitt, she figured out how to use Cephade variables to measure galactic scale. I was also told that those message timers can be changed in this. So how quickly crew notifications are automatically dismissed. If I do this, they'll last for twice as long. I think that's a good idea too. So we're going to try to, oh wait, maybe this is hold on. This is how quickly. So 2 times as quick, or Oh, maybe they don't get automatically dismissed. How about we do that? Maybe that's what I needed to do with that. We'll try it. That way I don't have to stop my train of reading to see what that's about. I think it's great that we're investigating one of these stars, despite how... Oh my God. Okay, that's way... Cut the scuttlebutt. Just a reminder to everyone, everything on this channel goes into ship logs, which any command level officer can review. Okay, so I can actually... I heard from one of her lab assistants that she's really warm and friendly and great. Okay. So hang on. We can see what the log is by going here. I think it's great that we're investigating one of these stars, despite how ungrateful Dr. Rama has been to Commander Pryor. I heard from one of her lab assistants that she cut the scuttlebutt. Got it. All right, cool. And we also have the cargo here, too. We probably should take a look at this. An amber skull. Object has no resource or scientific value. It's fabricated recently from a low-quality plastic. The skull had a code concealed in its modeled markings, designed to be hard to see with trioptic vision. It has coordinates on the surface of a nearby planet. Well, there you go. We're going to find a new location, of course. And then another chest, similar to the previous chests. Again, another planetary survey log. So now we get even another Brigadier location. Yes. Okay, so there's a lot of activity over here. I only promised I'd do one of them today. Okay, well, to this area, please, is where we're going. We're going to go towards that star. And hopefully we see something else I can autopilot to along the way here. We got to be getting close. Void effect is dropping fairly rapidly, so we've got to be getting close to something. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and head this direction. It's clear even from this distance that this is no... Oh my God, what are you? This is no Cepheid. The massive structure has the design characteristics of other remnant artifacts. Besides occluding the star's light, it appears to be influencing the star's fusion somehow. So this thing is wrapped around the star? This is called a star lance. This gargantuan megastructure envelops a dwarf star with a mass slightly higher than Jupiter's. There are no visible access points. Leave the artifact alone for now. I have so many questions. Like, what? Is this even... I mean, wouldn't the gravity of this whole thing just... I really don't know. Maybe I'm seeing what I want to see, but the main projection of that structure appears to share some design attributes with the stabilizers Starcom used to hold the wormhole open. Also, notice how... Look at this. Look at how it's the light is changing, even with the lens flare. It's changing with this. That's pretty cool detail. Although I think it should be shadows striping around it, not just coming in and out, but like there should be shadows coming across, but still. Okay. No anomalies on this one. Maybe we'll have some anomalies over here. The exploration in this game is really rewarding. I really enjoy it. The core of this planet is hexoctahedral crystalline carbon, aka diamond, roughly 10 to the 24th carats in the classical units. So it's big. It's a really, really big diamond. Yeah. That's a short way of saying it. All right, let's go down to this icy planet and see what's down here. Hundreds or perhaps even thousands of years ago, this planet was host to thriving civilization, perhaps not too much behind our own in technology. A sudden change in climate brought that to an end. Much of the civilization is now buried under kilometers of ice of glaciers, but a few elevated settlements offer resources they no longer have a need for. Ensign Triton with Xenoculture Insight says, I found a few texts in the ruins that indicate this cataclysm didn't take them by surprise. They were forewarned that their sun would darken. It's unclear if they couldn't prepare or chose not to. Obviously got some titanium. Why would you choose not to? Like, if you, for your own survival, I guess. I mean, why would you not choose? Why would you do? I don't know. Flinger is that way. However, I made you a promise, and I'm a man of my word. So I'm gonna head back over to the wormhole gateway over here. We can go here later. There's a wormhole here, so I can just get over to this side, fling to there, and we'll see what's over there. Although it may have been a good idea, just saying, it may have been a good idea to go here first with the flinger just to see if there is a wormhole gateway here so we can get back. But if I do that, I'm going to be tempted to do it. I'm going to be tempted to just, you know, all of it. So, no, we're going to go to this wormhole gateway. Hey, hang on. Derelict vessel detected. You know I have to stop at the derelict vessel. I have to, all right? This is not squirrel time, all right? It's right here. I can't give this back. I'm going to do it. Come on. The vessel is unremarkable. Probably a long-distance cargo hauler. Several critical modules have been forcibly removed, possibly as the result of damage. The cramped passages and rooms suggest its operatives were considerably smaller than ourselves. The tight spaces forces the team to move slowly in single file during the investigation. As Ensign Cygnus Lee approaches the engineering section, a previously unnoticed hatch slams shut, cutting them off from the rest of the team. A radio signal breaks into the team's channel, delivering a crudely translated message. Your comrade is now our guest. Place 10 units of titanium into the delivery thing if you wish to unfurl them. The delivery thing is presumably a small receptacle located near the hatch. Okay, now if we can convince the captors that we can't afford the ransom, maybe this will help. It's only a 15 difficulty and we get a plus 25% modifier. That's not bad. I think I like these odds. I mean, yeah, I like these odds. So let's give this a shot. And that's almost a guarantee, right? If it's a 15% difficulty, you have a 25% modifier. That's guaranteed success, right? This warp capsule is capable of transferring simple elements nearly instantaneously, convenient for demanding ransoms without exposing themselves. Ensign Triton makes a convincing case that the team is unable to pay the ransom, and since they cannot pay, it would be better to have nothing than nothing and an enemy. The unseen captors can find no fault with this logic, and remotely free Ensign Cygnus Lee. After the negotiations are complete, Ensign Gleese has an opportunity to examine the delivery thing. And then that's what he says, near instantly. Well, that's interesting. So this is just a trap. It's a derelict ship. It's very small. It's a trap to get people in here. Hey, wait a minute. Is this? I just noticed something. Do you guys see the ship as it moves back and forth like this? Okay. Just like look really closely. I'll probably zoom in the video to see it. This ship is not just rotating along this whole 2D axis. There's actually a tilt to this. Do you see it tilting back and forth like an aircraft would in air to like make a slight bank turn? There's a bit of rotation there on that axis as well. I never noticed that detail. But that is actually wobbling. Multiple axes of rotation there. That is cool. Yes, it is. That is awesome. Wow. I'm just learning like little tiny details about things as we go. I'm loving it. Okay. Well, derelict ship avoided catastrophe, learned some things, got some research. Cool. Now I'm going to go back to the wormhole right here. I'm going to take this wormhole gateway to our station here. We're going to see if there's any upgrades, see what we can do with our ship. We've got a lot of resources. Right? I got almost 500 aluminum now, 300 titanium. We're going to see if we can't do anything with our ship. I would love to have had more chirolite, and it might be a good idea, actually, to go back to that place where they trade aluminum as their currency and spend some of this aluminum to get some chirolite. And I may do that because it might be worth it. But I cannot add anything to this ship until I go further in research to allow it. And that's what I'm hoping I can unlock with research now. I'm hoping I can unlock the ability to have a bigger ship so that I can use some of these resources to make myself even stronger, maybe a bit more nimble. And I'm hoping anyway to get some fixed weapons on the side so that I can broadside as well, because I'm seeing my enemies broadside and man, that looks strong. So I would very much like to be able to do that myself as well. So let's head back over to the station really quick. Our friends might come in behind us as they sometimes do. No? Then we're probably already here. Yeah, they're already here. I'm actually curious. Can I talk to you about anything else? Oh, don't run away. Yeah, I found a massive polyhedral artifact in deep space. What can you tell us about it? Based on your data, a remnant artifact, certainly. Very early Fallen Empire documents mention crystals or jewels with this shape. There is a great deal of superstition around them. They are significant to the devout, who believe the Starlance must cast them into the sea. With quotes. Similar language can be found in early Empire texts related to the gateways, suggesting this is metaphor for wormhole travel. Why the remnants would need larger and more elaborate artifacts than the gateways is a mystery. Perhaps it is a mistake to assume that the remnant artifacts should be any more comprehensible to us than they are to Pyjak Fly. We will investigate it for ourselves. If you learn more about it, please share. Okay, we have 60 silver as well, and I think because of that, I can buy at least one chirolite, but it's a little bit of a 54%. I mean, this stuff is always expensive anyway. So I'm gonna buy one because it might help me in getting an upgrade that I wouldn't otherwise be able to get. Okay. So let's see what we can do at the station. We have some crew upgrades we can do, looks like. Yep, we have 6 unspent points again, so we'll have to look at that. The shipyard, can't do anything because of the 30 thing, so if I go to research, I can now do this. Module logistics allows us to expand our hulls by an additional 10 hexes. And then there's cruiser hull, which gives us up to a maximum size of 75. That's much better. This gets us to 40. That gets us to 75. Okay, well, let's get the 40 now. So at least I can get better deflectors, better weapons or something, right? I need to be able to get something. We can also try to maybe get heavy deflectors as tech, but I'm down to 295 now, and there might be something better that I want. Performance penalty to damage modules. I was looking for the fixed weapons, and reactor 2 I already have. So where is the fixed? Oh, right here. Fixed guns. Yes, let's try this. So we'll get this, allowing us to mount those. We have coil projection, extends the range and projectile speed of our fixed guns. The speed will help me with accuracy as well. All right, and then bolt dephasement increases the damage per unit energy of our fixed guns. Target assist redirects our fixed gun projectiles by several degrees towards the nearest target, improving fire accuracy. I like that too. And I don't have quite enough for bolt dephasement, but I might be looking into that too. Vorpal bolts. If our fixed gun shots hit a module or target below a certain health percent, they will continue through to whatever is behind. Okay. That could be a good thing. I don't know when it would ever be a bad thing. We also have earned now the ability to get these missiles. It allows the construction of missile modules which fire long-range targeted projectiles. Yeah, we definitely want to go down that way too. So there's a lot of stuff left to do with our ship here before we get to maybe more Brigadier combat. Let's talk to the commander first. A good commander can admit when he was wrong. I'd like to think I'm a good commander. Dr. Rama's request to investigate the Cephade, I really wish I knew how to properly say that, was right. But she was wrong to ignore my orders and try to inject her priorities above mine. Unfortunately, I'm a bit constrained in my ability to punish her. Ignoring her insubordination, it's an important discovery. Captain Dolson and her team believe there's a connection between this Starlance, as she calls it, and the polyhedral artifact and the wormhole. Your new top priority is determining what the Starlance does and how to operate it. And one more thing. If Dr. Rama tries to reprioritize your objectives again, let me know. Understood. Dr. Rama, I have not had an opportunity to review Fedora's logs, but I gathered from you shooting at me about the chain of command that you investigated the Cephid variable star and found something interesting. I was only listening to the bits about science, which were sparse. Yeah, it turned out to be a massive remnant artifact whose rotation blocks out the light of a star. Not a Cephid at all, then? Disappointing. Did you miss the bit about the remnant artifact that's engulfing a star? Oh, it's already been well established that objects in front of light cast shadows. Whatever. I understand that it's a mysterious enigma from an ancient civilization and such, but it isn't giving me the new information. Perhaps you can coax it to release some interesting particles like that other thing. All right, all for now. That's disappointing. I've found playing with the codex shape item you discovered to be a relaxing way to unwind after my shift. Earlier this evening, I noticed that some decorative lines could be connected depending on the configuration. I was able to arrange them in a contiguous path that created a serpent-like pattern. I showed the pattern to Dr. Rama, and she confirmed it was a new set of gateway coordinates. I'll send the coordinates to your nav computer. Wow, more coordinates to go to. What can you tell me about the ship that destroyed the Maya station? Well, after reviewing your logs of the incident, I can only say that it's way more powerful than anything we could build. Maya has, or rather had, neutronium-reinforced plating. Even directed antimatter should have taken longer to get through. I think I've read this before. I think? Yeah. We've managed to acquire part of a new weapon design. Any suggestions for taming the rest? Assuming Ask Nicely isn't on the table, some parts can be obtained from ship debris. There's a bit of luck involved. The chances of sensitive components surviving a catastrophic hull collapse isn't high. If you can remove the module before that happens, your odds improve significantly. Okay, cool. I wanted to go over ship design. Okay, this is just teaching me how to do things. Yeah. Okay, enough about ship design. All for now. And then, don't you have anything else? No, that's it though. Okay, cool. All for now. Crew. So xenoculture has been good, giving us some good bonuses. I find that I lack in getting, I think engineering could be helpful to get another point of engineering. I think maybe getting another point. Everybody has points in astroscience, right? Yeah. I think maybe getting another one for biomed would be helpful too. And then tactics would be great. Who's my tactician? Tactician is here. So let's get 2 more points in tactics, in fact. So we'll confirm those. Oh, I have to do this. I have to confirm each one I do. Okay. Give me 1 more point in engineering. Give me, I think, 1 more. Do you want to do biomed? I think we do 1 more point in biomed. And then I did the tactics already. Xenoculture has been doing really well for us. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, it's 2 more skill points. Let's go research just for a second. Up here, which ones do I have? So, source spotters. At least Astro gives us this. Yep. Emergency self-stabilize. We have battle station training. So what's coordinated response? Every crew member with at least 1 engineering increases repair rate by 10%. That's pretty good, actually. That could be very helpful in a pinch. Observation increases detection range by 5%. So both of these are very good, but I think I like the repair. We'll go by that one. And then we'll find 2 crew members that don't have engineering and give it to them. So this one doesn't have an engineering. We'll give you that. And then you have no engineering. We'll give you that. So that's going to help our repair speeds a bit here, just like giving them a little bit more engineering. I like it. Okay, so we can go up to 40 on the ship size now. Let me dink around with this because the video is going to get pretty long, especially since we're going to go and fight at those the pirates and stuff. So to prevent the video from getting too long, I'm just going to dink around with the new ship design with these extra ship sizes that I have and using the resources that I have. I'll show that to you and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the design I've come up with. I'm fairly happy with it. I had to make some compromises, but I think it's ultimately going to work out pretty well. Plasma DPS is just over 15.5 HP per second, and this has been simulating heat for quite a while, so we're managing heat fairly well here. I've maxed out the ship size at 40, and there's a couple of new components and stuff that I've got here. There's some reinforced vents on the outside here that can kind of help dissipate heat from a whole bunch of stuff that's right here connected to it. So that's helping. The bridge is the only part that's, amber. So it's okay, I think. We have 3 fixed guns. I've decided to mount them right on the front. And because they're right on the front means I have to face the enemy directly, whichever one I want to shoot those fixed guns at, which is fine. I find myself kind of chasing people down a little bit here every once in a while and kind of directly facing them. So I think that's going to be okay for that purpose. We still have 2 Mark 1 plasma guns here, and then the 2 Mark 2s right here. We have deflectors kind of all on the outside, along with a couple of vents. There's extra bulkheads right here, extra bulkheads in here. I got the survey lander off to the right, and then an extra deflector here just to kind of make it look a bit more symmetrical is pretty much the only reason. And then because I've got fixed weapons now, I really want to be more maneuverable to make sure I can get them to look exactly where I need them to look. So I've added a 3rd engine. We're going to be even faster now. And I'd love to add those wings, but I don't have any space left. It just won't let me. And I've compromised by saying, instead of having the wings, if I delete the wings, I get just enough available hexes to where I can put these 2 lateral thrusters on the outside. So that's going to make me pretty dang maneuverable. So this is our new ship, and I can rotate around pretty well. We're pretty quick here. I think I'm okay with it. And this is just the regular thrusting speed. It's not even my boost yet, so I can definitely whip around and kind of look at people. We obviously still have the lasers, but then we also now have fixed guns that are going to shoot exactly where we're pointing. So that's going to be pretty cool, and I think we have a much better chance at beating these pirates with this ship than we had before. So I'm going to get started on that now, yeah. So let's go test these out and see what happens. I got the white star there. Let's zoom out here. Okay, so we need to get over into these areas, and it's not immediately obvious how we're going to get there, but Codex Serpent Gateway there maybe. So if I go to maybe this wormhole gateway, I mean, I guess I could just travel there directly from this one. It would take a while, but we could get there, right? So we could just jump here. And like I said, it'll take a while, but I think we can get there. So if I just go like that. Oh, you're gonna go there first? Why? Why would you go here? Oh, hang on. What the heck just happened? Whoa, 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 whoa. What did you just do? Oh, I see. You decided to, okay, I get it. You decided to use the wormhole gateway. Fair. That makes sense. That's why you're doing this. So it's another objective. We can activate it. It's not a flinger. I was thinking wormhole gateway flinger. I don't know why I confused those two just now. But so we're here. This is a new system we haven't explored before. But I'm on a mission, all right? And I'm on a mission to go here. So we're gonna go here. And I'm hoping, because I've added an extra reactor, so I have 5 reactors now. I am hoping that I can propulse, yeah, constantly. I also now, because of those extra crew quarters, you might say, I did say that, right? I have extra crew quarters now. Did we show that? Yeah. Ship systems. We have capacity now for 60 people, 60 crew. So we have, that's a much bigger ship. And I'm hoping that means when I hit this button, especially, that everything just gets fixed a lot faster, and we get, maybe some more resources or detection or whatever it is that those crew people do. I've been worried on bigger and better things. Let's zoom out here quick. We got a little bit of a trek here. It's going to take us some time, but because of the 3rd engine, I know I don't have the wings, so I'm not getting that effect, unfortunately, but because of the 3rd engine, I think 152 is acceptable. I would love to be higher, of course, but we're just going to, I'm sorry, what? Hang on. We have a dispatch device right here. It just kind of popped in my field of view. Dispatch device. Ooh, hang on. Back. There we go. Oops, stop. There we go. Okay. Just stop moving, please. There we go. Dispatch. It's another autonomous dispatch device. Reliance on the Telonians for information regarding their own constraints may well be the cause of the questionable catastrophe, catastrophe. Understanding whether these constructs we rely so heavily upon pose question marks worth substantial risk. Already, several arcologies have placed restrictions on their usage, which has consequently increased their reliance. Question marks. These goods still be manufactured by question marks, simply pushed out of sight, creating an illusion of independence. Dispatch research data contains an analysis of the economic impact of transporting certain categories of high technology goods. Yeah, we're definitely a lot quicker now. Man, that ship is a lot quicker than it used to be. All right, well, we're going to continue on. Dispatch device telling us some good stuff there. Instead of 100% on the hull, I kind of wish it would show me a number so that I can see that in real time. I get 100% makes more sense from a UI perspective here. It's just that I now have to go into my systems here and see what my maxed hull health is, which is 374 right now. And I'm not really sure what it was before I redesigned. I would hope that this is higher now. Repair rate, 3.8 HP per second. Seems a little slow, to be honest. Would love it to be a little faster, but maybe with the boost it changes things, right? And then we have fixed guns, control, free. Fixed gun fire control scheme. Free fires when secondary fire is pressed, favoring locked target. Or free smart, free fires only guns with hostile targets in range. Smart then. Try that, I guess. Fixed projectile default. High energy plasma bursts, similar to our turrets, but with more range and damage. Okay. So I'll try smart control. Yeah, I think that would be better, right? Smart control? We'll find out. Currently traveling 24 AU per second. That is insanely fast. Unless my memory is bad, I believe an AU, isn't that the astronomical units, right? That is the distance between Earth and the Sun on average in its average orbit. So 1 AU is the distance between Earth and the Sun? Is that accurate? So you're doing 24 times that distance every second? That's significantly faster, unless I'm just completely wrong on what AU per second is. I haven't looked it up, so I'll have to go back and look it up, I guess. But yeah, that seems way faster than the speed of light. way faster than the speed of light. Okay, so we're gonna specifically target. Well, I don't want to target the star. We're gonna target this. Yeah, we're gonna go over here near that planet instead. But this is where they are, so I suspect we will definitely have contact here in a second. I suspect we will have some fighting to do. There's an enforcer right there. Is that not an enemy? It's yellow. Well, let's scan this planet and get their attention. No anomalies here. There's a greenhouse. That's interesting. So it's just, maybe that's one of the Emir. It could be the Emir. That's why it's not red. Atmosphere of this planet has some unusual dimethyl compounds we've never seen before. Definitely want to double check the seals on our extra enviro suits before landing. Okay, so he's gonna come talk to us now. And when they're in range, when there's an enemy potentially in range to get hit by our fixed guns, this yellow line will show up, which helps us to sort of, I probably should have talked to him first. The fog is probably a bioweapon intended to eliminate the population, but leave the infrastructure intact. Oh my gosh. A handful of broken skyscrapers rise out of an unnaturally thick yellow fog, like decaying tree stumps in a swamp. After Ensign perches the lander atop one of the more stable-looking buildings, analysis of the fog shows that it is a complex molecule that wreaks havoc on anything organic, potentially including the seals of the team's suits. This civilization was wealthy. Scans show valuable resources in the structures, but the most safely accessible have already been removed. Lead the search for resources. There's a -10, and this is already a 40% difficulty. So effectively, it's a 50-50. I'm going to have the team return to the ship for now, because we potentially have some fighting to do, and I can do this after we clear the area. I'm all right with it then, but... so I kind of want to figure out who these guys are, maybe hail them. Their ships actually look comparably sized to mine. Hail this vessel. We have watched your ships appear near the Escham and wondered when you would venture here. Do you come as servant, same, or suzerain to the Locon? They are trying to decide if we think we are weaker. If we think we are weaker, equal, or stronger in power to them. Given their first contact question is about strength, that is presumably a trait they respect. Treat us as suzerain. Yeah, treat us as your rulers. You claim superiority. We have seen little in your numbers. Try to convince them that we have a large force behind us. 30% difficulty with a 5% modifier. Oh yeah, baby. We had never seen your ships before. And then suddenly 1, 2, 3. Perhaps we see only those you wish for us to see. We do not wish to risk your wrath. We seek peace with this gesture. Here's titanium. Nice. What can you tell us about the devout? Impudent proselytizers. They have sent missionaries into our space. We have seen what happens where they gain a following. They do not last long. Probably didn't voice that one correctly. He didn't seem quite that angry. Okay, cool. What about this guy, Enforcer? I will hail him. What do you request of us, Suzerain Commander? So they see us as their superior now. Yes, very good. I am your superior. Yes. Worship me. Bow down. All right, so anyway. Man, xenoculture is a really good skill. If you can, like, figure out what they're talking about, figure out what they mean, you know? Like, that insight was great, because I probably would have said we are equal otherwise, and that might not have been the right response. Okay, so we got a little star here. I want to get to that planet over there, yes. So let's go to this planet and see whether there's anything I can get here. All right, the survey team makes several passes over the location from the Brogadar log without success. Finally, Ensign Perks pilots the lander to the precise coordinates and begins blasting the sand away with the stabilizer engines. Several meters below the surface, a large chest of neutronium containing a sizable cache of gold is revealed. The chest's surface has been modeled with a pattern that made it nearly invisible to the ground penetrating scanners. Cool. So we've got that gold chest. That's great. Based on what we've seen of the Brogadar, whatever, I'm not going to say it. The bros, I wouldn't be surprised if they steal from each other as much as they extort from their victims. These hidden caches are probably equivalent of their banking system. All right, so I could go to the Flinger. Oh, there's like many stars here too. I would love to I need to get a wormhole. I want to activate one of these wormholes and figure out where they are. So tell you what, let's go to this blue star over here. Actually, no, let's go to the Flinger first. The Flinger has the potential to get closer. All right, get it faster. Is no one else going to comment on the fact that we met space pirates who actually bury treasure? Right? Yeah, the Flinger, that's where I want to go. So let's get there. And these guys are now neutral, I guess. Allies. We'll see whether or not this Flinger gets us to a system. It's got a wormhole. And then we can get here a little bit faster later on. Or maybe we'll get attacked right away. Who knows? Let's find out. Okay. A couple of different things here, but we're not detecting any wormholes. Scan this. Deploy survey team.
Someone went to great lengths to conceal this vessel, using thrusters to melt through the soft igneous rock until only the upper deck protruded. Inside, the team finds a bipedal skeleton clutching a heavy tool beside several large containers of titanium. The ship's log recorder is smashed, and something has made numerous gouges in the deck plate. The gouge marks have a deliberateness to them, perhaps writing. Analyze the marks of the universal translator. It is indeed language, different from the rest of the ship's controls. Deliver the tribute when untranslatable profanity. I'd rather die buried with it than give another ingot untranslatable profanity. Worms eating Oglenth. This is followed by a longer passage, which is entirely untranslatable profanity. Ensign Triton explains that this is not prudishness on the part of the universal translator. It simply cannot tell from the context what their vulgarity is based on. I guess we won't know. There's another flinger over there. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and scan all these things, and we'll see what we get out of it. There's another enforcer here. Same group of people here. So I guess there's just a lot of people in this area. And maybe these are Brigadier as well? Or Brigadier? Maybe these are bro. I'm just going to call them bros. But maybe these are bro as well. And if that's the case, maybe they're like a different sect, different, group of them, in which case we've made friends with some of them. I don't know. This planet was devastated by war in the past few hundred years. Judging by the ages of the ruins, it was not a single cataclysmic attack, but a long series that spanned decades and gradually eroded the civilization's ability to recover. It looks like the ruins have been thoroughly picked over by scavengers, but there may be something worthwhile still there. Cool. 35% difficulty, so it's going to be 30 for us. Let's try it. Got it. Building that looks like a media broadcasting center was once filled with holographical crystals, sadly almost all shattered. A few fragments give a snapshot of daily life on the planet. Records that date from just prior to the destruction show that the planet was experiencing a religious revival and tensions were increasing between various sects. Okay. So it's kind of strange because this is where that pirate was burying his stuff, but we're surrounded by a completely different group of beings that are not the pirates. So perhaps, and they don't like them either. So somehow he went into their territory and hid his stuff in their territory. All right. I guess if you can get in and out undiscovered, then the other bros are unlikely, right, to find your stuff, I suppose. Sturdy ruins stand in contrast to the otherwise desolate world. Apart from shifts and tilts due to geologic activity, the buildings are perfectly intact. Their interiors are filled with dusty, desolate halls and corridors, but no evidence of habitation. Tactics Insight says that this world seems to have avoided the conflict that impacted other planets in this region. Whatever ended this civilization wasn't a military attack. And then also a little tiny minor discovery of nanite dust. The dust in these structures is actually the de-energized husks of nano-robotic swarms. That is a lot of... If that is, in fact... Okay, in the structure, not the planet. Okay, I was like, that's too many nanite bots. There's no way you made that many nanite bots. That's crazy. Who would ever need that many nanite bots? Engineering. Given the quantity of the nanite dust in these fallen cities, I wonder if these swarms self-assembled to whatever purpose the inhabitants needed. It would explain the minimalist interior aesthetics. Okay, well, if they self-replicated, then fine. I guess there could be that many nanite bots. We have more places to discover here. Nice. A single communications tower is the only artificial structure on the entire planet. Despite its age, it's still mostly intact. A careful search of the immediate area reveals some unnatural mineral traces. Ensign Rhea speculates that they might be bones, but there's no way to be sure. Okay, did we get everything in this area? think so. We still have these enforcers and stuff. They're not going to hurt us. They think of us as superior. Although I have to wonder, it's like, you're, you know. Ooh, I can, survey's incomplete here. I can put you back down? Interesting. Wait a minute. There's going to be something new. There's going to be something else with this communications tower. Because this is considered incomplete. Okay. It's going to be pulse in there too. Yes, silent tower. Investigation incomplete. Okay. That is interesting. I like it. Because of these lateral thrusters, I can also go like this now too. I can also go side to side, which is going to help me in like keeping the front end of my ship pointed towards the enemy while also like going to the side. So I have to use Q and E now instead of just WASD, but I think it's gonna be kind of cool to see those and make me more maneuverable, right? Here's our wormhole gateway that's gonna let us get over here a little faster in the future. Okay, and we have more. Oh, Whiskamug is here. All right, cool. Well, we're not gonna have to worry about anybody destroying us here with Whiskamug in place. Although hopefully he's not starting a fight with the others. Do you have any way of trading with us? Yeah, I would love to get some more Ethereum or Yttrium, if you will. It looks to me like your sell prices are bad for most of the stuff I have, but you can get a bit of a premium on titanium. That's not bad. I'm going to give you 85 titanium, and that's going to give me 71 Yttrium. I think that's worth it. Execute that. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, definitely worth it. Did I scan this planet? I think I got distracted by Whiskamug. Yeah, okay, I scanned it already. Okay, we don't want to run into Whiskamug. We've seen what happens when that happens, and it's damage. We don't want damage. Let's go to this terrestrial world here and see what else is in this area. And then I think we're probably too long of a video at this point, right? We probably should continue this next video because of... I think so. You know what? Tell you what, I will scan this in the next video because we're pretty long now. But I thank you guys for watching. It's been really fun. I think I have a ship now that I can... I'm hoping anyway, I have a ship now that can really wreck some heads and also keep our people safe, as well as have 60 crew now. So that's 6 times the crew that we had before. Take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.